Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. And today we are going to finish our Acorn diamond. And so this is half of it. We have 25 squares in the last row. We're going to chain one and turn. And because we're decreasing on both sides, we will do that from now on. Then we're going to slip stitch in the first two stitches, and then in the third stitch you're going to start your square with that dark brown, and then we're going to switch over to the blue. We'll be doing this from now on at the beginning of every row until the end of till the diamond's done. So we need to put 3 blue in next. And then we've got a corner right there. So we just made another corner. Now we have 2 corners made. All right, so we need 1 more blue. Well, come on. Eventually I'm going to get this. All right, and now we got to go to our regular brown, and we're going to put 1 brown in. All right, and then we're going to bring down the tan, and we need 2 tan next. We're going to carry this brown up with us. So now we have all 4 of our colors with us right now. So I said 2 tan. And then we need our brown again. I don't want it to... Come on. And now we need 3 brown. So there's 1. 2. And 3. All right, and then we're going to go back to our tan. Now that would help if I... There we go. And now we need 4 tan. So there's 1. 2. 3. And 4. And now we're done with that tan. And now we're going to go back to our regular brown again. And we need to put 2 brown in. And then we need our dark brown. So we need one dark brown and one brown. Switching over to our brown. And then we're done with this brown and this row. Now we need 3 dark brown. So there's 1, 2, and 3. All right, then we need our blue, and we need 2 blue and a dark brown to finish off this row. All right, so we have our 2 blue. We're switching over to the dark brown, and before we were finishing up here, remember? Now we're going to finish down here because we are decreasing on both ends. So we'll put our dark brown in this stitch, and then we're going to slip stitch in this first stitch of this dark brown, and then there's another corner made. So in this row you have 24 squares. So, and we will be going down by 1 square. Before we were going up by 1 square every row. Now we're going to go down by 1 square every row, and then of course it'll go to the last corner. All right, so that was row 26, and let's get that row. Let's mark that off. Row 27 is next. Chain 1 and turn, and then we're just going to slip stitch in the first 2 stitches, and then we start our square in that 3rd stitch. All right, now we need our blue, and we're going to put 2 blue in, so there's 1, 2, and then we need our dark brown, and we need 4 dark brown now. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we need to bring up our brown. And so now we need brown, dark brown, brown. and the next 3 in that order. And then we'll go back to our brown. And then we need to bring in our tan. And then we're going to leave that dark brown behind right there. And now we need 9 tan. I mean, that regular brown I just left behind. I hope I didn't say dark brown. I thought I did. I meant regular brown if I said dark brown. Alright, so there's 1. We're still carrying our dark brown with us. We need that for the end. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. And 9. Alright, and then we can leave that behind. And then we need our blue. And we are going to finish off this row by putting 3 blue and 1 dark brown at the end. So there's 3. And then here's our dark brown, which is here now. It'll be where this last blue one is, this last blue stitch right here in that single crochet. It'll be there from now on. And then we're going to slip stitch. There we go. And that is row 27 done, and this is what it should look like. So we got a little bit of a crack in our walnut, in our not walnut, oh my gosh, acorn. Okay, so row 28, we're going to chain 1 and turn. We're going to slip stitch in the first 2 stitches and start our square there in the 3rd as usual. Alright, then we need to go to our blue and put 3 blue in. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Alright, now we need to go to our tan. And we are putting 9 tan in. So there's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, and 9. And then we're leaving that behind and bringing up this brown. So we're on regular brown now, and we need 2 brown. So 2 brown, 1 dark brown, and 1 brown. Now, where did I get that at? That is not right. Okay, so we needed 1 brown, 2 dark brown, and 1 brown. I looked at the wrong one. Uh-oh. Yeah, I put the 1 brown in. Okay. Now I need 2 dark brown. Goodness gracious. And now we'll go back to the brown. And then we're done with that. And now we need our blue. So now we're going to put 4 blue and a dark brown at the end to finish off this row. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we need our dark brown. Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. All right. I'm downloading videos at the same time, trying to get all these videos done. All right, so we are finishing this off with the dark brown. And that is what row 28 looks like. Awesome. All right, so let's mark it off. All right, so 29. Chain 1 and turn. Alright, so we're starting out with the dark brown again. And then we need to switch over to the blue. And we need 4 blue. So there's 1. 2. 3. And 4. And then we're going to the regular brown, and we need to put 2 brown and 2 dark brown in. Leave that brown behind. So we got the 2 brown and 2 dark brown, and then we need to go to the tan, and we're going to put 8 tan in. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we need our blue. Oh man. There we go. Leaving that tan behind there, we are going to put 3 blue and a dark brown at the end to finish off this row. So there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the middle of my video somehow got deleted, and I need to give you rows 31, 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34. And then the next video will go into 35 and on. So row 30 is 1 dark brown, 2 blue, 9 tan, 2 brown, 1 dark brown, 1 brown, and then 3 blue and 1 brown. 31 is 1 dark brown, 3 blue, 1 dark brown, 1 brown, 1 dark brown, and 1 brown. And then 8 tan, and then 2 blue, and then 1 dark brown at the end. All right, pumpkin. And then 32 is 1 dark brown, 2 blue, 8 tan, 1 brown, 2 dark brown, 1 brown, 2 blue, and 1 dark brown. And 33 is 1 dark brown, 2 blue, 2 brown, 2 dark brown, 7 tan, 2 blue, and 1 dark brown at the end. And then 34 is 1 dark brown, 3 blue, 5 tan, 1 dark brown, 2 brown, 1 dark brown, 2 blue, and 1 dark brown. And the video will continue on for row 35. So hopefully this helps. Sorry, guys. And that's what 34 looks like. All right, 35. We're going to chain 1 and turn. Slip stitch. And then we start our square here, which is going to be dark brown again. And we need our blue. So we are going to put 2 blue in. And then we need a brown. The next 4, starting with brown, will go brown, dark brown, brown, dark brown. And back to brown. This is the last brown in this row. We can leave it behind. Go back to the dark brown. And then we're going to put 2 tan in. This is the last of the tan. And then we're going to go to our blue and put 5 blue in. And then have a dark brown at the end, and we'll be done with this row. So This is the fifth one right here. And then we need to switch over to our dark brown. And there we go. So that is row 35. In row 35, you should be down to 15 squares. And let's mark it off. Let's get ready for 36. Chain 1 and turn. Alright, and then we are going to start out with 8 blue. Well, we started out with a dark brown, but 8 blue after that. There is 4. And 5. We are actually going to cut this tan off because we are done with that tan. So we don't need that tan anymore. So there is 5 blue. We need 8. 6. 7. And 8. And we'll bring up this brown. We're going to put in 1 brown and 1 dark brown. This is the last brown that we're going to be using. Alright, and then we'll go to our blue. And we'll finish this row off with 2 blue and a dark brown at the end. And we're going to cut off the brown too, since we're done with that. We're just down to 2 different colors now, so it's going to get real easy here real soon. So just like we started out, we went from these blues in the middle of we went from 1 blue to 11 blues. So we're going to start from 11 blues and work our way down. So chain 1 and turn. So we're starting out with our dark brown, and then we're going to go to our blue and put 11 blues in and a dark brown at the end. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we go to our dark brown and put that in right there. Alright, so the next row will have 10 blues in between. The next row after that'll have 9. So and so forth until you get to 1 blue in between the 2 dark browns. And that is where I will rejoin you at. So I will see you then. Okay, so we have 1 brown, 1 blue, and 1 brown. There's 3. 3 squares. We're going to chain 1 and turn. We are done with that blue, so we can cut that blue off. And now we're just dealing with one color, and that's the brown. So we're going to chain 1, or no, not, yeah, we chained 1 and turn, and I'm slip stitching up. Goodness gracious. The next, we just need 2 brown. So there's 1. And 2. Chain 1 and turn. And let's slip stitch up to that middle stitch right here. And we're just putting 1 brown in to finish this off. Finish off our diamond. And we can cut that off too. And then let's see what we've got here. Alright, so right here, actually, this is a mirror image. It wouldn't matter which side is, that's interesting. So there is our acorn, all done, and our diamond is finished. And then all there is to do is to tie down the ends and put a border on. And at the beginning of the month, I did a fall leaf diamond. Go toward the end of that one, and it's the same border as that one is. So you'll just go to that one, and most of you probably know how to do the border anyway, because we've done so many of these so far. So I think you guys can do that. So I hope you guys are having fun with our diamonds this year. We've done quite a bit of them. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye now.